Hey, this is Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show, and I have a question for you. Do you find that often you are anxious, bloated, maybe a little depressed? Perhaps your hair's been falling out, or your cholesterol's high, or your blood sugar's high. Maybe you have back pain, neck pain, joint pain, or palpitations, skin issues, difficulty losing weight, trouble focusing, hormone issues, fatigue, depression, anxiety, insomnia. All of these are symptoms of what is known as a thyroid metabolic disorder. That doesn't mean hypothyroid. It doesn't mean diagnosed. It just means you might fall in the 90% group of people who have these symptoms and their doctors say, your thyroid is fine, but yet it might not be. If you'd like to learn how to destroy these symptoms and have vibrance, life, energy, and vitality, download my free ebook, Thyroid, Heal Thyself, by texting your name and your email to 704-906-2094. 704-906-2094. It's completely free today.
What if we told you coffee was good for you?
Coffee is the single highest source of antioxidants in the Western diet. More antioxidants than kale, more antioxidants than 70% dark chocolate, and more antioxidants than blueberries.
In fact, what if we told you that coffee is really good for you?
Research shows that 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day dramatically enhances performance in high-intensity exercise, improves memory, reaction times, and overall cognitive function, decreases risk of depression, promotes weight loss by boosting metabolic rates, reduces risk of type 2 diabetes up to 40%, decreases risk of liver cancer up to 71%, reduces risk of Parkinson's up to 30%, and decreases risk of Alzheimer's up to 65%. Overall, coffee drinkers live longer. People who drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day have about a 15% lower risk of premature mortality compared to people who don't drink coffee.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Hey, thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. My name is Dr. Aaron Ernst, and we are discussing your health in a series called Why Am I So Fat and Tired? We got a lot of traction last week. Apparently, you guys liked the show. So today, I am going to go over what is a leaky gut? What does it have to do with your health? What does it have to do with your thyroid, your energy, your vibrance, your life, your skin? Guys, leaky gut is, ready for this, one of the three main pillars of healing. It is part of your immune system. It is part of how God created your body to heal by itself. And you're going to learn today, a leaky gut is why you're so fat and tired. We talked last week about autoimmune disease, autoimmune Hashimoto's, or undiagnosed metabolic thyroid disease is why you're so fat and tired. That's option number one. Option number two is your gut is leaking. And I hear it all the time from patients. Dr. Ernst, can you just in simple terms, tell me what does a gut leak mean? Because, when we think leaky gut, we think like stool leaking out of no, it's not that, okay? It's not diarrhea. It's not even stool leaking into your body, like, a perforated bowel with stool getting in your intestinal cavity. That would be death immediately, sepsis. What a leaky gut is microscopic perforations, little tiny, tiny holes in between the cells of your intestines. And what that does is it causes damage and allows infographic time. Listen, if you're not on our live stream videos, I implore you, if you're listening on the airways through WBT, News Talk 1110, if you're on 99.3 FM, if you're on any radio station or podcast with no video, now is the time to open up your smartphone and go to any streaming channel you can think of with the code AskDrErnst, AskDrErnst. Right now it works on YouTube. It works on Facebook. It works on Instagram. It works on, what else? Twitter, X, Daily Motion, soon to be. You'll have to watch it after the show ends. But we're Rumble. We're going to start streaming to anything we can. Soon to be, if not already, AskDrErnst.com. Just click on the health news and click on the Ask Dr. Ernst Show, and bam, it should be there too. Why? You have to see for your own belief, because a lot of people say, well, if I can't see it, I'm not going to believe it. Here it is, guys. Compromised intestinal barrier infographic pulled from a journal in medicine saying if you have an intact intestinal barrier, all the crud, the mucus, the bacteria, the stuff does not get into your blood. So your body's happy and healthy and vibrant. But over here, do you see how there is a leak? Do you see the hole? There is a small perforation. So what happens is all these little critters, viruses and bacteria and undigested proteins get into your bloodstream, and you freak out and cause an immune cascade that leads to autoimmune disease like Hashimoto's. So if you're following along and you're paying attention and taking notes, last week we said if you have antibodies against thyroglobulin, or do you remember these guys? I still have them. Thyroglobulin or the peroxidase, these come from the leaky gut. So what precedes the autoimmunity is there was a normal, healthy intestine. It got damaged. We're going to talk to you today about what does that. Then the proteins leaked and the immune system went bloop and made these antibodies. Number two, if you remember from last week, goes to the thyroid hormone itself. And number one goes to the thyroid tissue, and they go and they start destroying thyroid function. And that's why you're so fat and tired. So today's topic is the next layer deep. And next week's topic is, well, what causes the leaky gut? And we're just going to keep going until we get to the root. And the root is going to really show you the extreme nature of why you need to be the CEO of your health. Look, there's an old Chinese proverb. Actually, I think it's Indian. We put it up on our Facebook page earlier this week that says, a man who has their health has 1,000 wishes. But someone who has no health has only one wish. And I think you know what the wish is, right? You meet any cancer patient. Do you think they're like, man, I wish I could go to Disneyland with my family? No! They're like, I wish the cancer would go away. Do you think they're thinking, oh, I wish we could get a new car? No, they think only about the cancer going away. So a sick person has only one wish. We want you to have thousands upon thousands of wishes that will come true because you have your health. What causes a leaky gut? Now that we know what it is, all right, what is a leaky gut? Small microscopic perforations in your intestinal wall that allow for undigested proteins, fats, and carbs to get through and cause your white blood cells and red blood cells to freak out, making an immune response, thus producing antibodies. Guys, real simple. Anti means against, body. These things go against your body. If you have an antibody against your toenails, you will attack all of your toenails and they'll all fall off over time. If you have an antibody against the flu virus inside of you will get destroyed. If you have an antibody against your thyroid and the enzymes that make the hormone, you can't make the hormone anymore. Ding, 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 ding. Root cause. And you might even have them against the hormone itself, even if you did make it. That was last week's show. Hey, listen, we had a ton of people register for the up-and-coming thyroid / weight loss / get my life back, get my energy back. Oh my God, I'm about to fall apart webinar. You know, the one where like you can get your life back? Like you truly can. Like if you're tired and fatigued and achy and, you know, your stomach's a mess and you've got acid reflux and you need to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. If you're waking up in the morning feeling like, oh, are you serious? Like not hungover, but you feel like you're hungover even though you didn't go bending last night, if you know what I mean. If you are like dragging from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is classic thyroid hour, then you need to be on this event. Okay, look, so many people, no, I don't have a thyroid problem, Dr. Ernst. I don't think I need to be on this webinar. Yes, you do. It's called a thyroid metabolic issue. 9 out of 10 people tested flunk the thyroid metabolic tests. 9 out of 10 Americans have leaky gut. Dr. Ernst, how would I know if my gut's leaking? That's another great question. Well, number one, your brain is foggy. You can't remember who you are or what you're doing or where your keys are. You have difficulty with joints working properly. Backs go out, knees go out, hips go out, joints don't bend. You've been diagnosed with any condition resulting in a prescriptive medication. That's a broad statement, isn't it? So if you're taking blank for blank, your gut's leaking. And I'm going to show you research that says it is. So listen, if you want to join us for this event, it's real simple. Text your name, first and last, your email, all the way through, including the whatever.com, and the word thyroid to 704-906-2094. And guess what happens? You're going to get registered. You're going to get a free ebook, and you're going to learn how to be the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of your health. Don't let Blue Cross Blue Shield do that. Don't let Aetna, Cigna, UHC, Medicare, whatever. What you want to do is you need to author your health. In order to do that, you got to learn. So let's start doing some learning. Okay, ready? Sugar, gluten, lectins, casein, and a leaky gut. This is a study that showed evidence that if you eat sugar of any source, fructose included, fruit lovers and syrup lovers and honey lovers and agave lovers, if you eat gluten, which comes from grains, wheat and barley and, you know, the sort. And if you eat lectins, beans and some nuts and seeds. And if you eat casein, which comes from dairy, so milk and yogurt and all that stuff, you will get a leaky gut is what they say. So what are they showing here in this infographic? How those molecules, these little white dots, let me get super close. See those white dots? Those little white dots land on the membranes of your intestines. If it's sugar, gluten, lectins, caseins, it causes the cells to spread apart, aka leaky gut. Then your immune system reacts and says, whoa, cytokine storm, come around. Some of these little white things are getting through leaky gut, and it starts building a reaction to this called antibodies. But that same reaction actually then damages the intestines and makes even more leak. So if you were to watch this and compare that to the life cycle of a virus, trying to get inside your cells, sugar, gluten, lectins, and casein act like viruses. Why, Dr. Ernst, would food want to attack us? Because it's not food anymore. The bread you're eating today is not the bread that Jesus broke with the disciples. It's not. It has been hybridized, homogenized. No, it hasn't. But yeah, I was just trying to come up with some H's. It's been hellaciously genetically modified. It's been horrifically sprayed with all kinds of gunk. And it's been, you get the concept, right? But Dr. Ernst, I eat Dave's Killer Bread, which says it's still going to kill you, okay? Wheat is wheat no matter if it's organic, no matter if it's heirloom, no matter if your great-great-great-grandmother came up with a recipe that says use wheat for these whatevers, it is toxic to the human body. But Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. Like, what about the wheat in Italy? Well, that's different. They don't hybridize, they don't genetically modify, and they don't spray. But Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. Like, I'm Italian and I live in the United States. I got to have my whatever. Unless you're importing directly from an Italian source, which is very difficult to do, don't eat American wheat. Don't eat Chinese wheat. Don't eat Mexican wheat. Wheat is wheat. Because I still have people, but Dr. Ernst, like, how am I supposed to live if I can't have a sandwich? We talked about it last week. Sandwiches weren't around till the 1600s. So for thousands of years, we didn't eat sandwiches, okay? We ate bread as a bread, just straight, just rip at the rock. And by the way, it wasn't nice and fluffy and square-like and chopped into little slices. That was us coming up with that in the future. The breads of the yesteryears were like hunks of dough thrown into an oven made out of brick and sand and dirt with a fire flaming it. And it was like thick and dense. Like, people could actually probably live off of a real loaf of bread biblically for days on end because it was so nutrient dense. Today, it's like so anti-nutrients. Okay, so anyway, do we know that sugar causes leaky gut? Yes. Do we know that gluten from your grains? Yes. Lectins from your nuts and seeds and beans if you're not soaking them and sprouting them? Yes. Dairy, casein. Oh my God, Dr. Ernst, you just took away all my food. So I can't have a bowl of cereal with almonds and, honey and sugar if you god awful. Please don't tell me you still do this. Some people still put sugar on their cereal. And with, like my orange juice and my Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs. No! Complete, absolute, 1000% leaky gut cereal is what that stuff is. Sugar, gluten, lectins, casein, and that's leaky gut in and of a nutshell. Now, are there other things you eat and or swallow that can cause a leaky gut? Absolutely. Ready for this? Most people swallow pills in the morning or the evening to deal with the disease that they have because of their leaky gut. It's such a conundrum. Oh, I've got arthritis, so I got to take a leave because my joints hurt. That's leaky gut. Oh, I have diabetes, so I have to inject Ozempic or take metformin or glucophage. That's a leaky gut. No, Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. My blood pressure is so high that I have to take lisinopril, HCTZ, whatever, beta blocker, calcium channel blocker. That's a leaky gut. No, Dr. Ernst. Like, my thyroid is an absolute mess. If I don't take my levothyroxine, Synthroid, Armothroid, Tyrosint, that's a leaky gut. I could go on and on. You have to understand root causes, guys, will be expressed into all disease. There's only 3 root causes, and we're talking about root cause numero whatever you want. Number 1, microbiome. Next week, we'll talk about detox, the following week, nervous system, and then it congeals together to you heal by yourself. What are the symptoms of leaky gut? Man, you guys are asking such great questions today. Look at them. Brain fog, depression, anxiety, sinus issues. Oh my God, it's like sinus problems, Dr. Ernst. You don't understand. My nose is clogged up. No, it's not. Your gut is leaking. But you don't understand. It's the seasonal allergies. I only get it every fall or spring. Nope, it's a leaky gut. No, my joints hurt. It was raining yesterday and I have that old knee, Dr. Ernst. No, you don't. Leaky gut. Oh, my doctor said I have fibromyalgia. I'm a worst case scenario. No, misdiagnosed, leaky gut. I get headaches randomly. Leaky gut. I'm so tired and fatigued. Leaky gut. You don't understand. I have constipation, diarrhea, IBS, IBD, Crohn's, celiac, leaky gut. No, Dr. Ernst. Hashimoto's, autoimmune thyroid with Graves' disease. I'm all of them. I'm both hyper, hypo, and hyper. Leaky gut. No. Psoriasis, Dr. Ernst. Skin breakouts, eczema, rosacea, psoriasis. Leaky gut. Do you see it? Leaky gut. Your gut, when leaking, causes your immune system to be destroyed. So instead of protecting you, it attacks you. Why is it so important that you listen and take action and learn how to heal this? Because what you're dealing with your health has a leaky gut connection. So have you been tested? Did you even know what a leaky gut is? So here's what I would like you to do. Pick up your phone and dial this number or text this number, 704-906-2094. We just need your name, your phone number, and your email. And then, boom, I'll send you my ebook on fixing your thyroid, your weight loss, your energy, your everything. It has everything you need inside of it. And I will actually give you free registration to the event on April 13th. It is a Saturday. It is roughly 2 weeks from today. Today's the 30th. Can you believe it's the end of the month already? It's the 30th today. And we have the 6th. And then boom, the 13th is the event. Okay, there are some naysayers online, right? Going, this sounds like conjecture. There's no way there's only one cause of all disease. My medical doctor said it's genetics or this or that. They are incorrect. Look at the research here, all type 2 diabetics. This journal study was published in 2015, almost 10 years ago. They said type 2 diabetes and your gut, the intersection between known and unknown. Let me read this to you since the camera's probably too small for that. The metabolites from the gut, meaning the bacteria and all the stuff in your gut, contribute to the gut barrier integrity. Translation, the bacteria that are in your gut keep your gut sealed. And a compromised barrier leads to leakage. See the phrase leaky gut, of inflammatory mediators into the circulatory system, which increases insulin resistance. Therefore, the hypothesis is being proposed that a leaky gut and altered microbiome could cause systemic inflammation and hence insulin response. Ding, 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 ding. They just said that type 2 diabetes is caused by a leaky gut. That's just one. How about this one? Could we treat type 2 diabetes with a leaky gut? Ding, 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 ding. Look what it says. This is published in the year 2018. Experiments in both animals and humans have produced growing evidence for the cause of the gut and the development of obesity, weight loss resistance, and type 2 diabetes. Listen to this. The intestinal bacteria are known. So we know this, guys, are known to be associated with diabetes and its comorbidities. Hey, your endocrinologist is not being caught up to speed. This article was published in 2018, which I consider to be a dinosaur article. 2018, come on. If you were to watch a movie from 2018, you're going to be like, snooze ball, they still put the credits at the beginning? Who does that these days? Now, ready? Watch this. Hypertension, gut microbiome and hypertension. What does this study say? Published in 2017. It says, quote, dysbiosis, or the altering of your bacteria and the composition and function of the intestines, has lately been associated with the pathogenesis, the disease creation of many diseases, including, here we go, obesity, diabetes, and even heart disease. Listen to this. Recent studies have suggested the associations between gut leak, dysbiosis, and hypertension, a common condition affecting 80+% of the population of the world. Therefore, it is considered, watch this, a major causal factor of heart disease. Whoa, mic drop. Did you hear it? A major causal factor, major cause of heart disease is what? Leaky gut. Hey, someone's calling into the radio show. You can hear the phone ringing. That's cool. Call. But remember, text 704-906-2094 with your name, with your email, and the word thyroid. And the ebook is yours for free, which has everything you need to do to fix your gut. And the event on the 13th of April, which is 2 weekends from today, is free for you today. Okay, man, I've only got like 3 minutes before the commercials are coming. We have a lot to cover still. So let me do this. What about thyroid? Because again, we're in a series of thyroid and fatigue and weight loss and the common complaints everybody has. Dr. Ernst, if I could just lose weight and get my energy back and just feel better, life would be so great. So that's what we're doing. Most of the time, it's because you have a thyroid problem that's undiagnosed. So what is our little friend's relationship between your gut and the thyroid say? Now, this one was published, ready for this, in 2020. So this one's kind of like moderately new. Here's what it says. Your gut and the microbiome and the bacteria in it contributes, ready for this, to the synthesis of the hormone and the hydrolysis of the hormone conjugates. Now, again, it is sciencey, and you're probably like, what the heck did he just say? I'm going to translate. Your gut helps you make your hormones and convert them when it comes to your thyroid. I'm going to read again. It has been shown that microbial metabolites play a role in autoimmune disease. So they just said that a leaky gut is why you have autoimmune thyroid. Intestinal microbiome and the bacteria contribute to even thyroid malignancies. Whoa, they just said a leaky gut could cause thyroid cancer. By controlling DNA and apoptosis, meaning mutations to the DNA and the destruction of the cells of the body, and influencing inflammatory reactions. And it says that the thyroid disorders should have a screening of the gut involved when your doctor tests your thyroid. Boom, mic drop. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I just spent the first 25 minutes teaching you that your leaky gut is why you are so fat and tired and sick and bloated and this and that and the other. Headaches, neck pain, back pain. I'll hold the infographic up again for the description of the symptoms. But you really, like right now, what do you need to do? Pick up your phone, text the phrase thyroid, or you can say help to 704-906-2094. Because if you want to get rid of the brain fog, if you want to get rid of the skin rashes, the acne, the psoriasis, if you've got sinus issues, chronic sinus, joint pains, fibromyalgia, headaches, fatigue, adrenal issues, IBS, IBD, IB this, IB that, constipation, diarrhea, you can do this. All right. You just have to recognize your gut's probably leaking. So when we come back from this commercial break, 10 steps to heal a leaky gut. How do you diagnose it formally rather than just listening to conjecture? And how do you conquer this thing called leaky gut so that you can heal yourself? Hey, all that's coming up. We got about a 5-minute commercial break, so don't go anywhere. Trust me. I know you're going to just tune out, but come back. And take a moment right now, 704-906-2094. Again, 704-906-2094. Text your name, first and last, your email, whole thing, not half of it, and the word thyroid or help or weight loss or anything. Right now, we will get you registered with a free ebook that shows you steps that you can implement today. Diets, supplements, detox, etc. And don't go anywhere. The commercials are coming up. And this is the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. We will be right back. Hey, this is Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. And I have a question for you. Do you find that often you are anxious, bloated, maybe a little depressed? Perhaps your hair's been falling out, or your cholesterol's high, or your blood sugar's high. Maybe you have back pain, neck pain, joint pain, or palpitations, skin issues, difficulty losing weight, trouble focusing, hormone issues, fatigue, depression, anxiety, insomnia. All of these are symptoms of what is known as a thyroid metabolic disorder. That doesn't mean hypothyroid. It doesn't mean diagnosed. It just means you might fall in the 90% group of people who have these symptoms and their doctors say, your thyroid is fine, but yet it might not be. If you'd like to learn how to destroy these symptoms and have vibrance, life, energy, and vitality, download my free ebook, Thyroid Heal Thyself, by texting your name and your email to 704-906-2094. 704-906-2094. It's completely free today.
What if we told you that the health benefits of coffee could actually be increased through conscious roasting, sourcing, and processing? Introducing Purity, a health-conscious coffee company. At Purity, we've brought together a world-class team to analyze every step in the production chain from cherry to cup. We make decisions with only one thing in mind. How can we make the healthiest coffee in the world? Here's our 3-step process. Step 1, we search the world for the highest quality organic green beans that meet our exacting standards. Way less than 1% of coffee worldwide fit our sourcing criteria. Step 2, we test, and test again to create a specific roasting protocol for each harvest that maximizes healthy compounds and minimizes toxins. Step 3, we nitrogen pack our coffee within 48 hours of roasting and deliver to your door every 2 weeks to ensure maximum freshness. The result is the ultimate coffee drinking experience. You'll not only taste the difference in our clean, healthy coffee, with Purity, you'll feel the difference.
Our coffee club members report a bright, alert lift with less jitters than regular coffee and much more gentle on the stomach.
Sign up for Purity today, and you'll never have to worry about your source for healthy coffee again. What if we...
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celliant Sleep Recovery. Our Celliant Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celliant technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celliant infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celliant. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that proved the many positive effects Celliant has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celliant Sleep Recovery products today. Celliant. Recycle your body's energy.
What if we told you coffee was good for you?
Coffee is the single highest source of antioxidants in the Western diet. More antioxidants than kale, more antioxidants than 70% dark chocolate, and more antioxidants than blueberries.
In fact, what if we told you that coffee is really good for you?
Research shows that 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day dramatically enhances performance in high-intensity exercise, improves memory, reaction times, and overall cognitive function, decreases risk of depression, promotes weight loss by boosting metabolic rates, reduces risk of type 2 diabetes up to 40%, decreases risk of liver cancer up to 71%, reduces risk of Parkinson's up to 30%, and decreases risk of Alzheimer's up to 65%. Overall, coffee drinkers live longer. People who drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day have about a 15% lower risk of premature mortality compared to people who don't drink coffee.
Dr. Ernst Show. We are live. We're streaming also on all channels that we can connect that camera to. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to really pay attention and learn and connect and make comments, I implore you, pull out your smart device, pull out your laptop, pull up on your computer. Heck, get anything that you can heading over to those channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, with the key Ask Dr. Ernst, AskDrErnst. And our live stream studio camera is going to show you everything you need. but you can also pay attention and just listen if you'd like. Some of us are, quote, old school. We're OG, and we listen on the airways. Our topic of the hour today is, why am I so fat, sick, tired, brain foggy, forgetful, depressed, sinusy, joint achy, constipated, liquidy on the other end, Graves, skin rashing, psoriasis, eczema, hypertension, anxiety, and bipolar? I don't know. Why are you anything with your health other than perfect? And the answer is leaky gut. I've done this show many times before in regards to how we allow people to learn and be educated to heal themselves. We live in a world today, guys, where you don't have to go to your local physician to get well. Now, if it's an emergency, sure. Listen, 2 weeks ago, my son broke his arm. It's not like I was just like, you know what, we're just going to pray over that, and we're going to rub some, essential oils on it, and we're going to make it heal. It's going to heal no matter what. We just want to make sure it heals straight. So did we go get a cast? Yes. Did I get a brace? Yes. Has he had multiple x-rays? Yes. Local Carolina ortho says, hey, in 2 weeks, we just got to follow up and make sure it's working. So guess what? Yay. Thank God that they're there for that. But if you have diabetes or hypertension or weight loss resistance or chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, sinus issues, arthritis, joint pains, adrenal fatigue, our system for medicine doesn't really work very well for that. How do we know that? Well, the rates of all those diseases are climbing drastically, and it's not getting any better despite all the new drugs, because you can't fix sickness with more sickness. I'm going to repeat this. You can't fix a disease caused by toxins with more toxins. Like for some reason your pool is like nuclear. There's so much chlorine in it. Here's what we're going to do to fix it. We're going to put more chlorine in it and see if that fixes it. No. You have to let that pool off gas, drain it down, and refill it with clean water, and then there you go, back to balance. But see, the doctors are like this. Your heart's not working, so we'll just pour drugs all over it. Your gut's not working, so we'll just pour drugs all over it. Your thyroid's not working, so we'll just pour drugs all over it. You have cancer from all the drugs you took, so we'll just pour more drugs all over it. And I'm not anti-medicine. There's times and periods we need it. But just think, use the noggin that your God-given creator gave you. Doesn't the human body have the capacity to heal by itself? Yes. What would be something that can encourage the self-healing? Maybe we should explore that. Well, Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. I've been taking this medication for 25 years, and without it, I'd be dead. No, you wouldn't. No, you don't understand. My doctor told me. Well, that right there, that's the problem. My doctor told me. What if your doctor told you that drinking snake venom would fix your disease, and you do it and you die? Do we then go to the doctor and say, oh, my doctor told me to do it, so it's totally okay. My friend died. They actually are no longer here, but my doctor said that they should do it, so it's good. No! So just be careful who you listen to. We're also giving away free access and admission to our event that's coming up in 2 weeks. I'm hosting a live streamed event on getting your life and your health back. It is Saturday, April 13th. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home. You don't have to go anywhere other than just open your laptop, open your smartphone, click a link we send you, and start learning how to heal. But here's the thing. We can only do it if you want to do that. Well, Dr. Ernst, why would I not want to learn how to heal myself? I don't know. I'll be honest. I can see how many people listen to this radio show every week, and it's way more than the number of people who text. So what I'm still trying to figure out is, why aren't you texting us? Well, it's too good to be true. There's no such thing as free anymore. Sure, but all I'm asking for you is your time on a Saturday for about an hour and a half. Well, Dr. Ernst, I'm sure you're going to sell something, right? So there's no way we should get on because you're going to sell something. We're only going to offer some testing if you want. Well, Dr. Ernst, you're going to make me do it. You don't understand. I've been abused by all these people before. They make me whip out my credit card, and if I don't do it, no, we're not going to do that. We are going to offer you the chance to find out if you have a problem, but you only have to do it if you want. But what I still want to know is, why do we have 30,000 people listening and yet only maybe 50 to 60 of you will text in. Perhaps it's because you're not actively listening. Wait a minute. There's a difference between active and passive listening? Sure there is. A lot of husbands passively listen to their wives. Yep. You got it. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. And the wife's like, really? We should murder our children and bury them in the backyard? You just said yes to that. Wait, I did? Oh my God, I wasn't listening. So active listening means you hear what is said to you, you process it, you understand it, or you don't. If you do, you say, wow, that's amazing. I never knew it. And if you don't, you say, wait. Can you clarify? Because I don't fully understand what you just said. Active listening. So perhaps we only have 50 or 60 active listeners out of the 30,000+ that I see on the queue. So wake up. Okay, so our topic is, why am I so fat, sick, and tired? We talked about that. Our topic is, we're giving away free admission to the live event. Guys, live. I'm going to physically just come into my office on a Saturday, turn on a camera, and chat with you all to help you get healthy. No cost, no obligation, nothing other than your time. It's only going to cost you 1.5 hours of your time. And a lot of you waste your time. So basically, it's free. Then we discussed all the research. Let me hold this up. All the research that says if your gut's leaking, that's why you're so sick, and that's why you're so fat, and that's why you're so tired. So there it is. See it all right there? All the research. Now we're going to start talking about, how do you fix this? And I have a special infographic that I will put up shortly, the 10 steps to fix a leaky gut. And we're also going to talk to you about, how do you test a leaky gut? What are the tests involved in finding out if your gut's leaking? And how do you read the test? How cool is this? So we have 16 minutes to do this. And hey, all during the show today, don't forget 704-906-2094. I'll say it again, 704-906-2094. Can we break the Ask Dr. Ernst record? We had north of 300 people text in December, when I gave away a free 4-week done-for-you weight loss plan, literally for free, just poof, we got 300 texts. Now I'm going to give away for free a live event where I will teach you how to heal from your health issue, completely for free. Can we break the Ask Dr. Ernst record? There are a few texts coming in. What do we need? Name, first and last, phone number, that comes automatically, your email, so we can send you the registration and the ebook, and the word, I'm interested, thyroid, weight loss, I need help, my life sucks, whatever you want. Just text that in now. 10 steps. Here we go. Number 1, consider the fact that you're the cause of your leaky gut, and therefore stop eating the crap that you're eating. So step number 1 is stop eating crap. Ready? Carbonated beverages, refined foods, artificial foods, and processed foods. Crap. What are the craps? Sugar, gluten, lectins, casein. Because the research says the sugar, the gluten, the wheat, the dairy, the beans, the nuts, and the seeds and the dairy are causing your gut to leak. Wait a minute, Dr. Ernst. Are you saying nuts are causing my leaky gut? They might, if they're unsprouted and high in lectins. Dr. Ernst, which nuts are high in lectins? That's a huge show that we might have to do in a week or two. So go to Google and ask it. Nuts high in lectins, beans high in lectins, seeds high in lectins, and there's your list. So step number 1 to fixing a leaky gut, stop eating the crap that's damaging your gut. Step number 2, get tested. Find out if you have a leaky gut, because the test will reveal the cause. So many people today are eating foods that they're physically allergic to, not anaphylactically allergic, but sensitive. So we can run what's called a comprehensive metabolic profile and find out what's the source of your gut leak. If number 1 is high, it's pesticides and herbicides. If number 2 is high, it's yeast, fungus, candida. If number 3 is high, it means that you have a leaky gut due to an inflammatory process from foods. If number 4 is high, it means you have a bacterial infection. If number 5 is high or low, it means you don't have enough mucus to create the barrier in the first place. If number 6 is high, and I'm only on number 6 of 12, guys, I can keep going. Get tested. The test will tell you your root cause of your gut leak. So step number 1, stop eating crap. Step number 2, get tested and find out if you have food sensitivities or food allergies or food problems causing your leaky gut. And obviously, stop eating those foods. I'll give you a classic example. I am highly IgG4 reactive. What does that mean, Dr. Ernst? There's another show that we'll have to teach you guys. Highly IgG4 reactive to sweet potatoes. Here's what it means. If I eat a sweet potato, before it even gets through my stomach, I've already built antibodies against it as an immune reaction. For some strange reason, my body says, no dice, sweet potatoes, so it thinks it's foreign. And I go to town producing antibodies. So if I eat a sweet potato, I feel fine when I eat it. And about 4 hours later, I'm like, ugh, my stomach, like reflux. And about a day later, I'm like, oh my God, my joints feel like they're on fire. And I got a headache. And about another day later, it's like, ugh, everything aches. And then the next day, I feel fine. And I found this out thanks to my wife's Taco Tuesday night, because she used to chop up sweet potatoes and put it in the mix that we would throw into the beans and the meat and everything. Now, we don't use sweet potatoes. And my kids like sweet potatoes, and they don't have the sensitivity, so we make them separate, and my kids add it to theirs. So get rid of your food sensitivities. Number 3, find out your level of bacterial overgrowth and or infection, because SIBO, small intestine bacterial overgrowth, causes leaky gut. And how do we do that? You've got to get tested. Number 4, avoid hard things to digest. Swallowing a carrot partially whole, lots of work for your gut, which is why usually whole pieces of carrots come out the other end. Swallowing corn whole, very difficult for your gut and your stomach to digest that. So whole pieces of corn come out the other end. Swallow a quarter and you can't digest it. So hopefully the quarter comes out the other end. So eat foods that are easy to digest. You know what's not easy to digest? Dairy, beans, lectins, wheat, corn, rice, oats, all hard to digest. And they can actually slow down your gut. Hey, fun fact. So my daughter is in like 6th grade right now, and they're making a volcano, which is really cool because, you know, like I wanted to make it to where like actual real lava spews out, and there's a train set going around the side and like all kinds of stuff because, you know, when I do stuff, I go extreme. And she had to make this glue and ran out of glue. And I was like, we're not going to the grocery store. Like, listen, what I'll do is I'll get some wheat because we have old wheat. I use it for examples and analogies and stuff. And we're going to take water. We're going to mix it together. And my son's like, that's going to make glue. And I'm like, yep. Water plus wheat is glue, if you didn't know this. So gluten is because it's sticky and it makes the dough very stringy so it doesn't just pop apart. So the more gluten in a bread, the softer it is. Gluten-free bread, most people are like, ugh, it's like chewing on rocks. That's because there's no gluten in it. So gluten, wheat, will glue your guts together. And you might say, well, doesn't that fix a leaky gut if I glue my gut together? No, it damages the intestines because you're getting it all gummed up. Number 5. Be very cautious to recognize that the pills you swallow, meaning prescriptive and or over-the-counter drugs, cause leaky gut. The most dangerous drug for a leaky gut are the non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, pain meds, right? Aspirins and Advils, and proton pump inhibitors over the counter. Nexium, Prilosec, whatever. If you shut off your stomach acid, you can't digest the food and whole proteins go leaking through, and then boom, there's the issue. Number 6, recognize that your vagus nerve is heavily connected and involved with your gut health. So vagal nerve damage, vagal nerve insufficiency can cause a leaky gut. So here we go with at-home vagal nerve exercises, deep breathing, slowing down, taking hot baths, sitting in a hot tub, relaxing stimulates the vagus nerve. The greatest stimulant, though, for a vagus nerve, a chiropractic adjustment. Number 7, Just get your body moving. Look, your guts are designed to move. Like they really should be emptying themselves out. If you're not going 2 or 3 times a day, shame on your gut. It means it's irritated and damaged. It also means you're not moving because your body makes your guts move. So we need to start walking, standing up, doing something to break the sedentary lifestyle, and that helps your gut. They've actually shown that a 15-minute walk in the middle of the day can make your guts move and help your nerves to slow down and increase gut function. Think about it like this. If you really want your dogs to go number 2, you don't just like throw them in a cage and let them sit there all day. So the cage is your cubicle and sitting there all day is your desk. What do you do to get your dogs to go number 2? You take them for a walk. So wouldn't it be cool if another human would put a leash around you and say, come on, we got to go. It's like you've been too long since you've gone, so I'm going to take you outside so you can go and take you for a walk. And then you're like, oh, man, I really got to go. And you go, right? Back at the house, so not outside. That'd be gross. Number 8, you've got to address the bacteria in your gut. Most of you have destroyed it by taking antibiotics, by taking medications, by, thinking bacteria is bad. So you need to shoot for like 100 billion plus CFU, meaning colony forming unit, high quality, living, raw probiotic. You can't just go to the various shops and say, I eat dairy that has probiotics, so I'm good. Nah, the dairy destroyed the gut and the probiotics went out the gut because they're leaking. We need high quality soil derived fermented probiotics. 100 billion count at the minimum. Most of the things in the stores are 70 and 80 billion, so it's not enough. Okay, number 9, consider taking a digestive enzyme to help you digest the food. The gluten sensitivity, the lectin irritation, the dairy damage is something you can heal from if you stop eating it, but you got to remember, you've got to break your food down. One of the greatest things you can do, but it's going to gross you out, is to blend your food and to make it into a liquid and drink it. Dr. Ernst, like seriously, I'm having a steak and I'm having potatoes and I'm having broccoli and I'm supposed to blend it? Yep. Throw a little broth in it, heat it up and blend it around and you've got a steak, potato, broccoli soup. It's actually pretty good if you've never done this. Why is it so good? Well, the blender is doing all the hard work for you, chewing your food into a pulp, and you just drink it. Gross, Dr. Ernst. There's no way I'm going to do that. Well, you're not at the stage of sickness that's making you change your attitudes and your habits yet. Cancer patients will be like, yep, I'm on it. I'll drink it. If it makes my cancer go away, I'll do it. And you're like, my joints hurt in the morning. There's no way I'm blending a steak. Just understand the concept. The better your food is broken down before you swallow it, the easier it is to digest. So your great-grandmother was right. Chew your food, Johnny. Don't swallow that whole. There's truth to this. I don't know if you know this or not, but you're supposed to chew your food till there's nothing left in your mouth. Meaning you put something in and you chew until you can't swallow. You're not supposed to swallow your food whole. We're not Tyrannosaurus Rexes going, we're literally human beings who need to chew their food. The issue today is so many of us are like, I don't even have time to eat. I'm so busy. I got so much stress in my life. I'm literally, I don't have time to eat. I'm just going to like horse this thing down super fast. And we eat like a hamburger in less than 5 seconds. Not good. Trust me, blend it. I would rather you take your hamburgers and blend them with broth and drink a hamburger soup than I would you eat the hamburger. A, the bun is gluten. B, the cheese is crap. It's yellow. I don't know about you, but I've never seen milk that's orange or yellow ever. No cow do you squirt and all of a sudden orange milk comes out. That's a dye, guys, that they add. Cheddar cheese is white, not orange, just so you know. And then the tomatoes are probably not organic. The beef is probably not grass-fed. So do you see it? That's a toxic bomb for your heart anyway and your health and your gut. So don't do it. Like just eat clean, healthy food. Number 10, we actually did this. Wow, we got all of them done. Ready? Use a supplemental source of immunoglobulins. I know this is going to like rack your brain, but IgG can actually help you to repair your gut if you take good immunoglobulins. So there are powdered immunoglobulins like Gut Supports and IG Shield and all these products that actually are helpful in binding the bacteria, because what is an IgG? It's an antibody. So there are companies now that make antibody powders against bacteria and yeast and viruses that you can stir into a glass of water and go, hey, this drink is going to kill the bacteria in my gut because it's immunoglobulins. Glug, glug, glug. It tastes like nothing. It's absolutely easy. We do use this here in our clinic. We have IgG shields, as we call them. Powders you liquefy and drink. So we hit all 10. And I teach people how to do this so that you heal your gut. And then what happens? Oh, you start losing weight as a side effect. Oh, your brain starts to feel better. All of these symptoms disappear, literally. Focus, memory, attention comes back. Your skin clears out. Your thyroid starts working. You lose weight. Your gut starts moving, so you're no longer constipated. Your adrenals kick in, so you're full of energy. Your joints are fully, flexibly, non-arthritically hurting, and your sinus is clear. I don't know about you, but you can't get that kind of therapy with one pill. You can't get that one therapy with a surgery. You can only get it by the God's healing grace power that's found inside of you, called your innate immune system. When you activate your innate, guess what happens? Body heals by itself. Hey, I just gave you the 10 steps to heal a leaky gut. Some of you are texting over going, can I see the slide again? So here we go. 3, 2, 1. As soon as the live stream is done, I'll pop this in the comments. There's some stupid reason that we can't put images in a comments field when we're live. I don't know why. Leave it to Mark Zuckerberg and all the rest of them trying to prevent you from learning. I don't know. And then if you're looking for the testing, guys, it will be revealed at massive discounts on our masterclass on Saturday, April 13th. It is a private lab. You do have to collect your urine on your own. You do have to ship it on your own, but we will pay for all of that portion of it for you. Did you hear that? I'll pay for your FedEx Express overnight shipping because it has to go to Florida. There's a special lab in Florida called Physicians Lab that has a proprietary microbiome gut test that, listen, measures your antioxidants, measures your inflammation, measures your amino acids, measures your vitamins and minerals, measures your gut leak, measures your mitochondria, measures your leaky gut, I already said that, sorry, measures your liver toxicity, and tells us if you have a methylation issue. Guys, that's like thousands upon thousands of dollars of testing in one simple urine test. Bing. So here's what I have for you. Why am I so fat, sick, and tired? Your gut's leaking. Why is my gut leaking? You're eating foods that damage the gut. Download the podcast, listen to it again. Can you fix this? Yes. The research says if you do it, you would actually fix your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your thyroid, your heart, your lungs, your liver, your spleen, your kidney, your pancreas, your joints. Like, you can fix yourself. How do we do it? 10 steps. You're going to have to download the podcast again. I don't have time to list all 10 of them, but it's basically 1 through 10 on how to fix your gut. I will post it in the comments below on whatever stream you're watching. And now's the time, guys. Pick up the phone and dial and text 704-906-2094. Once again, 704-906-2094. We just need your name, first and last, email, and the word whatever you want. Help, thyroid, weight loss, diabetes, heart, whatever. Just ping it and boom, we'll get you registered. The ebook is titled Thyroid Heal Thyself because we're in the theme of a thyroid month, but it's your energy, it's your weight, it's your vitality, it's all of the above, and it's yours free. 704-906-2094. Hey, for more information about our practices here in Charlotte, our holistic approach, my credentialing, whatever you want, it's all available on AskDrErnst.com. That's AskDrErnst.com. And if you're on our live streams, just click the links above or below, and it'll automatically register you for the free ebook and the event in April. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.